Morning on this frosty 31st of January morning. Today I am at Derby. It is almost 10 to 10. I'm waiting for the 10:52 train to take me to Matlock because today I am exploring the Derwent Valley Line. Join me on this adventure and by all accounts freeze to death. So let's see if I survive the winter weather. Okay, so here comes my first train of the day, the 10:52. Which I'm going to catch to Matlock Bath, due to arrive at 11:22, and it has come from Newark Castle, and this is 2 coaches long, and it's a class 156.
York, Darlington, Durham.
So arrived at Matlock Bath on time, and we've got these lovely chalet type buildings here because as part of the tourist attraction, they used to call this Little Switzerland. And of course there's the Heights of Abraham and cable cars, which you can just see in the distance. So anyway, let's see the train leave. So this is now going on to Matlock, and it will be back here at 11:39. So I don't catch it again. So, what can I say about Matlock Bath? Well, let's start with the passenger figures. In 2017-2018, they were 86,000, and they've been continuously going up for the last 5 years. The station was closed in March 1967, but reopened in May 1972. And that's about as much as I've got. The operation of the railway line I will explain later on at another convenient point. 1 passenger getting on this train. Well, 2, to include me, of course. Ambergate in time. Now this is where the train driver has to get his token. I don't think he actually gets a physical token, but I think he has to phone in, and that's what he's just been doing on that little telephone. Because he's now coming off the single branch and going onto the main line. And he's got some special name which I'll look up in a minute. Absolute Single Token Branch Network or something along those lines. Anyway, I'll wait here. So the next train comes back, and it looks like he's got some codes, because he's just typed some codes into his cab. So maybe it's all digital nowadays, not little metal token keys. Anyway, I was going to say, I'll wait here for the next train to come back, which is at 12:10, and then I go back to Matlock, and there I've given myself an hour's lunch break. Don't know what I'm going to do in an hour's lunch break, but I expect it will involve beer. But it won't involve football. The train's been stopped at a signal down there. Now, Ambergate station has moved a number of times. It's moved up and down. It's moved to the north, it's moved to the south. And at one time, Ambergate was one of those triangular stations like Shipley. So it had actually a platform on each side of a triangle. And that meant that trains could go in all sorts of different directions. So you could go to Manchester, you could go down to Derby, and you could go down to Sheffield. And there's quite a good little diagram of it on Wikipedia. Anyway, it doesn't look like this is going anywhere fast. I think the signal aspect's turned to amber because there's like an amber reflection on the side of the train. Right, it's not moving. I'm going to stop filming it now. Oh no, there it goes. It's leaving now. The 2018 passenger figures are 47,000, and unusually for this line, that's a reduction on the previous year, 2016 to 2017, by 338. So that's basically one person travelling one way a day. The station was originally opened on the 11th of May. It was opened as Ambergate, two separate words, and then 6 years later it was renamed Ambergate, one word. And the train arrived at 25 past 12 and it's due to leave at 12:37. Passenger usage 222,000, constantly on the way up. Again, the station was opened in 1849. This platform over there, Matlock, with the Midland signage, is the Peak Rail Heritage Line, obviously not running today. But officially, the Derwent Valley Railway line starts at Ambergate Junction, and there's 5 stations on the line, which is Ambergate, Whatstandwell, Cromford, Matlock Bath and Matlock. There are 2 other stations before you get to Derby, which I'm also visiting, which are Belper and Duffield. Matlock used to have a direct London service under Midland Main Line, but when they introduced the Class 222 Meridians in place of the 170s, they weren't cleared to run on the line, so there's no direct trains anymore. There also used to be direct trains from Calcutta. Yes, there also used to be direct trains from Birmingham as well. The Midland Railway and the London Midland Scottish Railway regarded this as one of their premier routes, linking Manchester and Liverpool with the East Midlands and London. And it used to have named trains such as the Palatine, the Peaks, and also the Midland Pullman running on it. In 1968, the route north of Matlock to Buxton was closed as a result of the beaching cuts. So here comes the 1337, arriving dead on time, I believe, or maybe even a little bit early. Whatstandwell at 13:47. I've got half an hour's wait here to catch the train back to Cromford, and it should be really exciting. As we spin round and look at the excitement that this station generates. It's got a nice sign there, nice little flower beds. It's the old platform. There's this footbridge, I guess leads off the other side of town. There's the waiting room. There's the posters. There's the stand. Some early crocuses, and that, my friends, is what Whatstandwell station is. Right, I was going to tell you about the token. I found out what that was all about. Okay, the way it works, it's called a no signalman key. It's a token system under the supervision of the Derby power signal box. Now I don't know if the Derby power signal box still exists, but if it does, that's who controls it. And basically what happens when the train gets to Ambergate, the driver has to collect the key or the token and then return it when he gets to Ambergate on his return to Newark Castle. Now, I did actually see the man or the driver collect the token at Ambergate. When I was first at Ambergate, he was actually returning it, so that's why I missed the key. So I'm glad I've cleared that up. And now for some information about Whatstandwell station. It serves the villages of Whatstandwell and Car, and in 2017-2018 it had 27,000 passengers, which was a drop of 150 on the previous year. The station was originally opened in 1849 and resited in 1894. Originally the station was called Whatstandwell Tunnel, spelt W-A-T and not W-H-A-T as it is now. In fact, you can see the Whatstandwell Tunnel behind me. Way through the tunnel you can see the old platform. Close by to the station is the Cromford Canal, which is 14.5 miles long, and it connects Irwish Canal on the main canal network. Almost missed it. This looks like a very nice station, very nice, well preserved, Grade 2 listed station. Grade 2 listed, I said. So, apparently that was the original station building. You can now hire this cottage, and these are the station buildings now, but they're obviously occupied by a private business. Now, with regards to Cromford Station, passenger usage is 47,000 a year on the last count. That's 214 down on the previous year. Again, the station was opened in 1849, originally called Cromford Bridge. As I said, it's a preserved Grade 2 listed building. Wisley Tunnel is 764 yards long. In 2019 there was a murder committed at this station where taxi driver Stuart Ludlam was murdered by a gun fanatic. Here's an external shot of Cromford Station. This is private, so I can't go in, or I won't go in. As I'm journeying on the Derwent Valley Line, I thought I'd better capture the Derwent River, which is here. Maybe I'll get a better view of it later on. Next stop is Belper, and I've got to get a move on because I've got to get to Duffield. It's 3 miles away. I've got to walk, and it'll take me about an hour, and I've got about an hour and 2 minutes in which to catch a train. I know we've been here before, and I'm pretty confident that I can do it. I've done it all the other times. You'll get the obligatory me running down the street video. Across the River Derwent again. I've just checked my GPS and I'm due to arrive at Duffield at 10 to 4, which is marvellous. I don't have any problem now, unless I sprain my ankle or something, in getting to the station on time. Okay, so I've arrived at 52, as predicted by my GPS. So I've got 9 minutes before the train's due. So here comes the Matlock train, due at 59, shortly followed by my train. The conductor on the last train suggested that they do cross, but I think you have to be extremely lucky for them to cross at the same time.